Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to go over the newest content EA put out today with the Chel Week. First one this year, the 4 Master Set players, how you can get them, a couple 81s, what's new in the store, we'll open up some packs, and I'll show you my team. Let's get into it. Now as you can see here, here's the 4 Master Set players, I guess you would say, for Chel Week. We have the right-handed defenseman Jacob Truba, the left-handed defenseman Jacob Slavin. You got your forwards in Tom Wilson and Nazem Kadri. The 81s that you can make rather easily, we'll look at that here quickly as well. We got Ryan Reeves, Brandon Tanev, love that guy, Elvis Merlikins, Trevor Zegras, how the mighty have fallen, and Brad Richards. Now you thumb over here to the sets, and you'll see that you can make these. They'll take 381 to 83 overall Chel Week players, as well as standard base 81 to 83s. So not too bad, and you can make them all. However, I hope this is not like the captains where you can put them all in your lineup at once. I would think you can. Over here for only 5 cards, base 78 to 80, and you get an 81 Chel Week player, which you're going to need. There's new objectives. We're going to go over that here as well. The entry level here is going to be less than 7,000 to get one of these, because right now these are going for about, let's say, 1,300. I'm sure that will change. However, a lot of people are just spamming the 1,100 buy now for these cards, so you can try to snipe them or just pay the 13, which is what I did. I bought about 80,000 of them, not only to make everybody, but resell them if the value does go up. If not, I'll have them for future sets or whatever. So that's how you make them. Now let's look at the cards and see what you have in the store. So Nazem Kadri here, 86 acceleration speed, mid-80s shooting. Does have good defensive awareness at 85, shot blocking 81, stick checking's great. But look at those face-offs, 89. That's going to be one of the higher ones in the game, so he'll be a great center for you. Good checking as well, so great pick there. Also, keep in mind you're looking at this Calgary Flames and Canadian, so we can go on an easy Canadian line right there. You got to keep that in mind because they're coming out with a new program tomorrow that's going to give a +5. They said it's going to be geared around this, so I imagine it's going to be Chel Week probably, and say 3 Chel Week players, you get a +5 or something like that. Got Jacob Slavin. He's going to be your left-handed American. Now, I'm thinking about getting him, pairing him with Rob Blake, because I want to get Rob Blake to the other side. That would also give him a +1. So this is the one I'm thinking of getting right away. However, that would take my, well, we'll look at the team and I'll show you my issues, per se. But looking at his card, 6'3", 207, it's great size, good speed at this time in the game, awesome power on his shots, but that defensive awareness, blocking, stick checking, he's great. Like I said, I'm probably taking him. Jacob Truba, he's your right-handed defenseman, mid skating. Actually, it's probably not bad skating for this part of the game. Same thing, good defensive. Obviously, his body checking and strength is great, and you put that truculence on him, that's going to be great. And Tom Wilson, big forward. This card I really want from my Canadian line. I think he'll play well. And a spark plug, I think there's something to spark plug. You could smash somebody with Wilson, and then your guy will take off with an added speed burst. So that's good. Little Marchman, I mean, speed's not good. He's not big, but you need him. These are just cards that you're going to need to put in your lineup to get everything done on the objectives, which we're going to look at here in a second. Look at that balance on Ryan Reeves. You're not knocking him down. And that checking. He'll be fun. Brandon Tanev, spark plug once again. Whoa, look at that speed. I did not look at these cards. That speed is good. All right. And I think there is something for the Utah Mammoth. So we'll look at that. Trevor Zegras, Philly. There is something for Philly and Americans. So you could fit him in your lineup. Speed's not bad. All right. Let's look at the objectives, and we'll get into the store because I am going to open up some packs. All right, the objectives for this event play 2 games. That's going to be easy. It's going to give you just a player that's going to be one of the 5 you actually need to make one of the 81s. Take shots, fine, but that's a lot of shots if you only have one player in there, but you got to do what you got to do. Score goals, same thing, 20 goals. If you only have one player, you're probably going to want to do that on Cup Chase. Rookie even, just to get them done. You don't got to finish the Cup Chase, just do a couple games. But here, 18 games, same thing. Ranked, Cup Chase, champs, you got to complete 18 games. Now it says base item. All the cards are base in the game basically, except for the event. So I imagine these are those 5 cards we just went over that are 81 overall. Probably have to have them. The free B&D card that they give you probably does not count towards this. Don't know yet though. And by doing all that, you'll get an 81 choice card. Now, going over to the store, the packs that they put in the store, new. They did not update any of these other ones yet. But the packs they put in, here's your free B&D card. Now, this is going to be one of those 4 Master Set players. One of them will go up a +1. It's impossible to guess which one at this point. Pick the one you want and hope it goes up. You do have the ability to make the others. But we'll go ahead and pick ours right now. Like I said, I plan on making the... Oh, this isn't a Master Set B&D. It's just a regular one. Oof. Oof. Alright, well, I don't want to pick this yet because I have others to open up. So, if you guys didn't know, you can dashboard, and that pack will be there. So we'll reset this real quick. I made 6 sets for the 81s already. That way I can make 2 of the Master Sets. They made that B&D sound like you were getting one of the Master Sets. Alright, well, we learned together. And since we're doing this live and raw, you got to see it. Alright, let's enter back in here real quick. We'll open up our packs first, and then we'll choose whichever one I didn't get, because I do want to have them all in my lineup and get it done. Now, right now, I've just been doing ranked, which is a sweaty sweat fest. I didn't get a choice to pick one, which is weird. You're supposed to be able to vote. Alright, so you'll see that when you go into the packs, my B&D choice is right there. She didn't lose anything. We know who they are, but I have these other ones I made, so it makes sense to, for duplicate reasons, not to pick that one first. But before we open those, I'm going to spend some points that I got using the Sony rewards. I'm maxed out, I think, on that, though. So we'll go here. 24 items. Each pack guarantees at least 480 plus, and this is sellable. This next one is untradeable. It will guarantee you an 81 overall, but since the entry level of those is only like 7,000 to make, don't recommend this untradeable one with coins or points, and it's less odds. And what's this one? At least 180 plus overall. Yeah, it's so this is the big boy. We're gonna go ahead and open one of these. Alright, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of filler, and we'll get 1 or 2 80s probably. Or an 84 Scott Niedermeyer, holy heck. And I think there's a New Jersey with wheels, 88, 89. Okay, this plays. This plays. This plays. That's a good card. Alright. That's probably my big one. Hey, 84 overall with the 84 number. There we go. And a 74. What the heck? Alright, probably going to get filler the rest of the way, I wouldn't imagine. Maybe an 80, 81. Yeah. Capital. Alright. Blues jersey. All these jerseys and home arenas I will be auctioning off right away. So if any of them look good to you, they'll be in there. Yo, an 83. Okay, this pack's, for this early in the game, this pack's not bad. Now, he's one of the better goalies in real life. 88 speed, 81 aggression. Aggression's so high on these goalies this year. So far. they'll make one with like a 50 and everybody will buy him for 50K. All right, all in all, this was not a bad pack at all, highlighted by the 84 Niedermeyer. So if you do have points to burn still, those 1,500 packs that were in the early access, I did them again, the 3 that I was allowed with the points that I had, and Booty Cheeks, I did all 3 in a high of an 80. So the first time I did 3, I pulled like 2 master sets, I pulled 2 fresh ice MSPs, I pulled so much in the first 3. And the second 3, I think that the first day they juiced everything, got everybody excited, got stuff into the store. And now I think, with trial and error, I think they nerfed them. But this pack we just did, very good. All right. So now let's open up some of these in the store, see who we get. Obviously, it's just a random. I hope I get all 6 different. All right, that's a good one. I'm happy with that. I wanted to make sure we get that one. The idea is to get as many of these as you can to knock out those objectives. However, see, this is why we saved the B&D. I would have picked him in the B&D, and now I'd have 3 of them. I already have 2 of them. Let's mix it up a little bit here. It's bad it's not a... Okay, he was the other good one. It's bad it's not a choice pack, because in theory you could make dozens of these and never get them all. Did not look at the market. Like I said, I bought a whole bunch of the cards for $1,200-$1,300. Okay, now we got a little bit of variety. We got 3 different. I really want the Philly because I'm going to show you a dilemma I have in my lineup when trying to put these in. We'll go over the team. I made a few changes. Now keep in mind right now I'm I am only playing ranked right now. So my lineup has to be as strong as it can, because the older I get, the better team I need. That is for sure. And ranked is, there we go. Ranked is very sweaty right now. As you've heard some other YouTubers, they're not even touching it yet till their team's better. It's tough. All right, so I guess I'll have to choose the Philly one. All right, so we got him. Yeah, we got everybody except him. All right, so I get him and I have everybody. Perfect. That's why you save that B&D till you're going to open a few. Pro tip, save your B&D. All right, so now we've got all of them, so I won't need mine anymore except to make a master set. Matter of fact, we're going to look at that because I think we're I'm not going to make that yet because I need to do some of the challenges. But all right, so my team said we'll look at it. Let's take a look at it. So here's a thought process I have. I would like to move Blake over to the left side here on line 3 and put Slavin on this side here. That would give them a +1 down here. That would give them this +1. It would just change from Faber to Slavin. So they'd have the +1. But in doing so, obviously, I'd be getting rid of Uyghur and losing the 5 AP, which I desperately need. However, I could make 5 AP using Fedorov. Fedorov's kind of the cog in doing things because this is the only place you can really use them. There's a salary bump, which I'm using them for, but this is the only other place you can put them. Also, to get the +5, I have to throw in the Islander captain, and now I need a Philly, which is why Zegras came in handy. So I will make this line be Fedorov, Zegras, and Lee, the captain, to get back that +5, because then that would also give me Islanders and Philly and Slavin as a Carolina. That would give me the 6 in the Metro that I would need for the +5 AP. So that's the plan. I'd be losing the $3 million on salary cap, but putting in Zegras and Lee, they're going to be less expensive because I'll have to take out I'll drop down. I'll probably just drop down Francis and Lemieux and take out Thornton and Sagan while I do this. But that would be a good, solid team, not even counting the other 81s that I would put in. But those are the dilemmas I'm having, and I don't want to lose that 5 AP. I could also run a team without a captain and say screw it, but the AP is so nice to have. Now, that's what they're going to, the line combination +5, they said they're going to add one that's geared towards the Shell week. So it's either going to probably be 3 Shell week players give you a +5 on offense, or they're going to do it on defense. There's really no other way to do it. There's only one goalie, so they couldn't. Yeah, they could do it for defense, just for the 2 that you can get. But anyways, thanks for watching. Shell week seems interesting. I hope whichever one I make or 2 I make is going to be the +1. Other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Keep in mind, I streamed all day yesterday. I'll be streaming today again here in a few minutes on Twitch, Kick, maybe even YouTube. Come see me. Come say hi. Appreciate it. Thank you.